A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 3. Now, I've showcased one product in particular that related to a subject on HJN. Unfortunately, I might not be able to have this product showcased for a few different reasons. Because yesterday I talked about batteries, but now it's about time to talk a few things about Injinji. That's right. If you remember from all those unofficial podiatry episodes that I did all these years that have come and gone, if there's one known product that I tend to talk about all the time within those videos, as well as in some others that I've done as well, Injinji socks are basically one thing in particular, one unique piece of footwear that I have really gotten into over the past 5 years. Especially since I had first discovered how much more advanced, innovative, and even advanced as you could probably get. I mean, there's just more to it than you might expect. But as you probably know, the subject I have here is about talking about the company as a whole. I intend to talk not just about the product itself, but rather about the company. So I guess I'll just get started with the fact that Injinji was a sock brand founded in 1999 with the goal to originally give us something different than an ordinary sock. It might just wrap you around, but your feet clearly deserve a lot better than that. And that's when Injinji was first created. Its birth happened in 1999 in California, and 5 years later, in 2004, the Injinji sock itself was inducted. Oh boy. Just 5 years after a company started up, they already had some notable attention brought to it. And 2 years later, in 2006, Injinji began using YouTube as a way to advertise and even campaign on their products, as a means to create a mass spread in terms of globalized popularity, as well as extreme boost in sales. And I'd say by this point, it's just like how the evolution of Cedar Point had turned out. A much older thing compared to Injinji, but when you get down to it, they don't call Cedar Point the roller coaster capital of the world for no reason at all. And the same thing can be applied to Injinji. The kind of principle that's there, but when it really gets down to knowing the difference between the beginning and the current standpoint, which is hard to call the end, but I'd say by this point, knowing all the years that Injinji's been around for, in the same way that I've been around for the exact same amount of time, I'd say there's a relatability factor. Not just in the fact that I like to have good footwear to be able to prevent certain problems before they happen, and also getting to know the fact that if I happen to be the same age as a certain thing in particular, then it means that I can not only connect to it way better by just simply understanding the difference between the history that happened then and what's going on now. Knowing that the connotations of historical fame and popularity back then made such a huge impact, but knowing about how it does to us today and what it will do to us in the future, it just simply means that something that happened in 1999, a company was founded with the goal to create the perfect sock. It just shows that there has been a lot of attention to it. Just knowing that this day, it's still around. That means it left a huge impression on us back then. And today, we certainly strive to make it even bigger and better. If you ever wonder why such things in life, obscure things in life, like Laurel and Hardy, or Buck Rogers, Andy Griffith, yeah, that last one might not be as obscured as the others, but it's just understanding the fact the internet has created an entire new world for everything to come into existence. Even Thundercats and He-Man. Oh boy. We haven't had anything new from them in a long time. don't you think it's about time we finally get a live-action adaptation of He-Man or Thundercats or maybe even a new G.I. Joe film? I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but just think about it. History has unfolded, and what's come and gone is just there to exist in life. But many of us just wonder, will it ever come back to us in the future? I really hope that some things do. Anyways, though, understanding how well Injinji has done just simply means it has a nice, long, historically popular story for us all to tell. Maybe to our grandkids, given enough time. But with that in mind, thank you for watching this bit of HJN, and make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on other platforms, and stay on the Hollywood side if you'd like to see more